Laura, finished? Jose finished, and Sarah finished, and Laura. Could you explain when to use shall, please? Ah, yes, Laura, shall, you know, in the past, many years ago, shall was the future for the first person, singular and plural. I mean, instead of say I will in the past, normally we say I shall go. See that? We shall go, first person, singular and plural. But with the passing of years, we decided to use will for everybody, and shall decline. Shall is not a modal verb we use a lot. So normally nowadays we use shall in a kind of invitation. Yes, Laura. For example, if I want to say, oye, nos vamos al cine. In English, it's very common to say, shall we go to the cinema? It's like an invitation, see? Instead of saying, let's go to the cinema, sometimes we say, shall we go to the cinema? In sentence 5, let me have a look. Let me have a look. Five, I shall be on holiday next. Yes, you see, is will. I will be, see that? Because I is first person singular. So it's very usual to use shall for I and we in future. But in reality, it is in disuse. Está en desuso. It is in disuse. Okay, friends, let's check. Yes, let's check the answers for exercise number 2. My pleasure, Laura. Any question, please tell me. Complete these sentences by writing as or like in the gaps. Number 1, he has a weekend job, a shop assistant. In number 1, what is your answer? As or like? For Jose is as, Chris as, Alex as, and the rest of the students, Celia as and Laura as. Yes, friends, yes, as is correct, Gemma. As a shop assistant, I am speaking about the job. What is the job of the person? And we use as. He has a weekend job as a shop assistant. Number 2, he was regarded. Regard, remember this, regard and describe. Remember these verbs. He was regarded by his teacher as for Jose, as for Gemma, as for Alex, and for who else? Celia as, Chris as. Yes, friends. Yes, regard as, describe as, regard as by memory, right? So he was regarded by his teacher as one of the most brilliant students they had ever taught. Tanya's father gave her a car for her 18th birthday. She done so well in her exam. As or like? As for Gemma and Jose, as for Alex. Yes, as is perfect because it's a synonym of because. Chris as, Yes, this is the case when as is a synonym of because she had done so well in her exam. I find Soviet physics and chemistry very difficult. Like for Laura, like for Alex, for Jose Luis is like or such as. Yes, very good. For Celia is like, Gemma like. Yes, friends, it's like. Very good, Chris. Like. Why? Because you are, it's a synonym of for example. That's why Jose considers that similar to, for example, can be also like or such as. In this case, I find subjects like physics and chemistry very difficult. Very good. Now, 5. I shall be, this is what the Laura told me before. I shall be on holiday next week, similar to I will be on holiday next week. For Gemma is as, for Laura is as, for Jose Luis is as, Alex as, very good, and Celia is as, and Chris as. Yes, friends, as you know, is a cliche, as you know. You know, it's an expression, always together. It's a collocation, as you know, como sabes, como ya sabes, as you know. I'm afraid I don't study much blank. I should. 2 words. And yes, as Jose, very good. I need as Chris, yes. As Alex, very good, friends. Gemma as. And Laura Diaz as. I'm afraid I don't study as much as I should, tanto como, as much as. Now, I'm speaking to you, a friend. What is it? Like or as? As for Jose, as for Laura, as for Ophelia. And what about the rest? What about Chris? Chris as, Alex as, and Gemma as, yes, as a friend, como amigo, as a friend. 8. My English teacher is lovely. She's a mother to me. Como una madre. No es mi madre, es mi profesora. So it's like, yes. Like for Celia, for Alex, for Chris, like, yes. For Laura is like, for Jose is like, and Gemma is like. Correct. Like a mother. Como si fuera, pero no. Very good. Several cities in Switzerland, such, very easy. What is the answer here? Such as Laura, as Jose, as Chris, as Alex, as Gemma. Very good, yes. Such as Zurich and Bern have reputations, excellent places to live. And here in the second blank, like Chris, like Gemma, and the rest of the class in the second space, like Alex, well, as Celia is correct, as, have reputation as excellent places to live. No like, no. Like es como, pero no. Y esto es como, pero sí lo son. Sí lo son excelentes lugares para vivir. So, have reputation as excellent places to live. How embarrassing. Donna came to the party wearing exactly the same clothes me. And here in number 10, as for Jose, as for Alex, as for Laura, and for Gemma is as to, Chris as, very good, friends. Yes, Celia, as is the correct choice here. So I repeat the answer. In number 1 is as, in number 2 as, in number 3 as, in number 4 like, in number 5 as, in number 6 as, in number 7 as, in number 8 like, in 9 as, in number 10 as. Excellent, friends. But recognize, accept that it can be confusing. It can be very confusing as and like. Principally, if you don't revise this again whenever you have a minute, revise the 8 uses of as and the 2 uses of like. Anyway, I found an interesting exercise dealing with this in your workbooks, page number 40. So let's go to the workbooks, page 40, exercise 2. I'm going to show you the page. Workbook. Yes, here. Exercise 2, as and like. Workbook, I repeat, is workbook page 40, exercise 2. Are as and like used correctly in these sentences? Correct any mistake and put a tick next to the sentence which is correct. So maybe the sentence is correct. Be careful, friends. I'm going to give you some minutes. Send me a message as soon as you finish. Jose finished. Laura finished. Also Alex. Celia finished. Gemma finished. Okay, it says, are as and like used correctly? For example, in number 1, this is the example. It is correct. As you know, it's an expression that we always use together. It's a collocation. As you know, as you know, as you know very well. Sometimes we say that. Como sabes muy bien, as you know very well. Or as you very well know. Some people prefer this order. 2, I bought Jack the same CD as you. What do you think of this? I bought Jack the same CD as you. Is there any problem here? Correct for Laura, correct for Celia and Alex and Maria and Chris and Jose. Yes, it is correct. Let's go to number 3. Tommy looks as his grandfather did at the same age. What do you think of number 3? Looks like for Laura, like for Chris, like for Jose. Celia is like, looks like Ale, correct for Gemma. Okay, well, number 3 is looks like. Instead of us, you replace us for like. Tommy looks like his grandfather did at the same age. Look like. Now let's go to 4. As far as I remember, I don't think it was possible to fly direct to Mexico 20 years ago. Correct or incorrect? Well, for Jose is right, for Alex is correct, for Chris is correct, for Celia is correct, and Maria correct. Yes, friends, it is correct. Correct. 5, I really admire Jason as an actor, but I don't really get on with him. What about number 5? Correct or incorrect? Correct for Maria del Prado and Chris and Gemma, correct. And for Alex is correct, for Jose is correct, Laura is correct. Yes, friends, number 5 is correct. Now, Loganberry is a bit like a raspberry, but bigger. What about this? Correct or incorrect? Number 6. Correct for Gemma. Correct for Jose. Alex is correct. As for Laura Diaz. For Celia, it is correct. For Chris, as. Well, friends, number 6 is correct. It's a bit like, you see, similar to, but not exactly a raspberry. No es que sea igual, es parecida. Like is perfect here. 7, your hands are as cold like ice. Correct or incorrect? Incorrect. As for Gemma. As for Jose. As for Alex. As for Celia. And Maria del Prado as, and Laura as. Yes, friend. Your hands are as cold as ice. Very good. Very good. 8, we didn't talk about the important things as where we would live. Is this correct or incorrect, friends? Like for Laura, like for Celia, like for Jose, and for Alex is like, and Maria like, and Gemma incorrect. It should be like. Yes, friends. So the correct form is, we didn't talk about the important things like or such as, two possibilities, right? Like where we would live, such as where we would live. Number 9, the beginning of this film was exactly the same as the one we saw last week. What do you think of 9? Correct for Jose, correct for Gemma, correct for Maria del Prado. And for Laura is correct, Alex correct, and Chris correct. Yes, yes, number 9 is correct. 10, I'm working in Italy at the moment like a tour guide. Correct or incorrect? Incorrect for Gemma is as for Laura, as for Jose. For Maria del Prado, as is the correct answer. Alex, as. Chris, as. Yes, friends. I'm working in Italy at the moment as a tour guide. This is my work. Huh? As. Very good. Very good. Like and as. I'm very satisfied with your answers. But I want you to know that all the years, it's been a problem. So I'm going to attach, adjuntar. I'm going to attach to the chat an extra exercise which is not in the book. Let's see what happens. Give me just 1 second, please. Yes, please begin the work. And when you finish, send me a message, right? A question, have you received it in the WhatsApp? Okay, thank you, Felia. Thank you very much, friends. Thank you, Laura. Thank you, Gemma. Celia finished. Jose finished. Alex finished. Gemma finished. Maria finished too. Laura finished. Very good. Let's check this. Number one, your sister looks just blank Brigidado. Like for Celia, for Maria del Prado is like, for Laura is like, for Chris is like, similar to Jose and Alex. Correct. Like is correct. Number two, as I told you before, I don't like disco. Yes or no? Ask, do you agree with me? Aha, Chris. Thank you. Yes. Yes, very good, Celia and Jose. This is a cliche, Alex and Gemma. Yes, it's a cliche. As I told you, always together. As I told you before, como te dije antes, you see. Now, number three, she likes the same music, blank me. In number three, what is your answer? As or like? As for Laura, as for Maria del Prado, as for Alex, and for Chris, as Gemma, as Jose, as. Yes, in number three is as me. The same as. Very good. Let's go to number four. Number four says, I wish I could speak Spanish as well, blank, you can. What is the blank in number four? Well, for Maria is as, for Jose is as, for Alex is as, similar to Gemma as, Chris as, and Laura as. Yes, friends. Yes. In number four, as. So the correct answer is, I wish I could speak Spanish as well as you can. Excellent. Number five, I wish, what about five? I wish I could speak Spanish. You, like Laura, Gemma as, Chris is as, Alex like, Jose is as, Chris is as, Maria del Prado is as. Well, you see, in this number 5, there is no total coincidence. It is like, friends. Like, este es el cómo cuando no es así, pero se parece. Porque yo no soy tú. Así que yo no puedo hablarlo como tú. Lo que puede que me parezca a como tú lo hablas. Por eso es like. I wish I could speak Spanish like you. 6. 6 says, I don't like things that. I don't like things that. What is your opinion about us or like in 6? Like for Chris, like for Celia and Maria del Prado, like. For Laura Diaz is like, and Jose like, Alex like. Yes, friends, like is the perfect answer. Congratulations. Yes, Gemma, very good. Now, what about 7? His bedroom looks, well, ¿qué va con looks? Likes, Celia, yes, yes, like Gemma, like Laura, looks like, and Jose like, yes, friends, and Alex and Maria like. Correct, yes, looks like. So, like a pigsty. ¿Dónde están los cerdos? ¿Cómo se llama eso en español? Pigsty. ¿Dónde se crían los cerdos?
Pocilga.
Pocilga, yes. Pocilga. Very good. Now, number 8. Number 8 says, blank, I thought it's going to rain. What is as or like? As for Laura and Jose and Alex. As for who else? For Gemma and Maria and Chris. Yes, as I thought. As I thought. Very good, Chris and Celia. Let's go to next. He's amazing. He can do 5 things at once. A waiter. He isn't a waiter though. Observe the observation. As for Maria, like for Chris, like for Laura, like Alex, like Gemma, like Jose. Like is the correct answer. And be careful with number 9. El problema de 9 es que debería ser as, como algunos de ustedes señalaron, pero dice entre paréntesis, aunque él no es un camarero. O sea que se parece, como él lo hace, parece un camarero, pero no lo es. Entonces no es as a waiter, sino like a waiter. Number 9. It says, number 10. When she was a student, she worked blank a waitress to earn some extra cash. As or like, as for Maria, as for Jose, as for Alex. For Chris is as, for Laura is as, for Celia is as, and the answer in number 10, yes, is as a waitress. 11. He always does exactly he pleases. What is the word in 11? As or like? As for Maria and for Chris and for Alex, as also. For Laura is as, for Jose is as. Yes, the answer, and for Gemma is as he pleases. Como le viene en gana. As he pleases. 12. She's been working blank a slave all week. Like for Jose, as for Maria del Prado, Laura like, Alex like, Chris like, Gemma like. Yes, it's like, because we don't have slaves nowadays. Ya no hay esclavos, o sea que no trabaja como esclavo, sino como si fuese. ¿Ah? Like a slave. So here is like a slave. 13. Blank, you already know he gets very arrogant if he drinks too much. As for Jose, as for Alex, Maria considers that as is the correct answer. Gemma coincides as, Chris as, Laura as, and the answer is as you already know. Yes, as. The final sentence, 14, he's just blank Richard. He slacks people off behind their backs. Slacks off. ¿cómo se dice? Le apuñala por la espalda, something like that. In 14 is for like for Gemma, like for Alex, like for Chris, like for Maria, like for Jose, and like for Laura. Yes, friends, you all, and for Celia, like is the correct answer here. Very good. Well, friends, very good. I am very satisfied. There was one or two problems in this exercise, but not many, right? So I think that finally you have an idea of how different and how similar these two words are. Very confusing in the exams. So if you forget this problem in the exam, it can be a real pain in the neck. What are we going to do now after as and like? The vocabulary of unit number, what number 10? Page number 110. On page 110, have a look. Vocabulary: arrive, get, and reach. I'm going to send you to the WhatsApp group something that I want to see with you. Let's see a minute. This, where is it? Ah, it's here. Give me a second. Can you see it? Thank you, Jose. Thank you, Alex and Maria. Jose, great. Sarah, thank you. Thank you, friends. Celia and Gemma. Okay, well, I'm going to send you this to the WhatsApp group, right? So you have it in at home. But let's check it now together. Arrive. Arrive is normally followed by two prepositions, and I insist on the prepositions because I want you to write correct English and speak correct English, but also because in the exam, sometimes they give me the preposition, and if I know the preposition, I know the verb. Arrive at, arrive in. No arrive on, from, no, arrive at and in. And what is the difference? This is the difficult word because of the dependent preposition. The dependent preposition are at and in that we use with arrive. Remember that we can only use at and in. We cannot use to. We cannot use to. We cannot use arrive to. Important. And in the exam, if they write to, the verb is not arrive. Because all the verbs arrive, reach, and get are more or less similar. In Spanish, we say llegar a. We can use arrive, reach, or get in different situations. Pero si me dan to, ya no es arrive, because with arrive is at and in. And what is the difference? Look at the examples. We arrive at the cinema in time to catch the start of the film. At is the normal preposition. The normal dependent preposition that we use with arrive is at. We arrive home, nothing. Because with home, there, and here, we don't use prepositions. With home, example 2. With there and here, example 3, we never use prepositions. So I can say, we arrived home or we got home. I can say, we arrived there or we got there or we reached there. Si no me dan preposición, puede ser cualquiera. Y con home, there and here, son solo 3, no es fácil. Es fácil recordarlo. We never use at, in, on, from, off, etc. About no preposition with home, there, here. So we use at in normal conditions. We use in when you speak about cities and countries. We arrived in Rome. I arrived in Paris. They arrived in Spain. You see, in is only for cities and countries. For the rest, arrive at. With home, there, here, nothing. When you travel to a big place like a city, a state, okay, Celia, you understood. Congratulations. When you travel to a big place like a city or a state or a country, we use the preposition in. Jenny arrived in London in May, just in time for the good weather. We were driving all night and we arrived in Texas, at 9:30 a.m. You see, so in for cities, states, countries, at, arrive at with the rest. Reach. Reach means to arrive at a place, similar to arrive, similar. We normally use it when there is some time of difficulty to arrive at a particular place. That's the difference. That's the difference, right? There is no preposition with reach. No. No. We say arrive, entonces dices a dónde y después dices by car. Ese es el orden. Un ejemplo. We arrived in Rome by plane. See that? Do you understand?
But if you can say llegué en tren.
Yes.
Arrive by train.
By train, yes.
Okay.
By train, by bus, by ship, on foot. Siempre es by cuando hay un means of transport, excepto que vayas a pie, que es on foot.
Okay.
Pero siempre después de arrive decimos a dónde. Y entonces la preposición es importante. Si uso arrive, porque arrive es at. Arrive at. Excepto que sea ciudad, un lugar grande, estado, en Estados Unidos, por ejemplo, un estado, una ciudad, un país, en ese caso es in, arrive at. But reach is different. Reach means to arrive at a place. We normally use it when there is some type of difficulty to arrive at a particular place. There is no preposition with reach. So with reach, no preposition, no in, on, nothing. But we use reach when it is difficult. For example, listen to this. I always arrive at home. ¿Te puedo decir arrive at home? ¿Puedo decir eso? Chicos, no puedo decir arrive at home porque con home, here and there no hay at, no hay preposición. Yo diría, eso es. Thank you, Alex, Laura, and Celia. Yesterday, no, miren cómo uso arrive y la diferencia con reach. I always arrive home at 7:30 p.m. But yesterday there was a traffic jam. Recuerdan, en España se dice un atasco. Yesterday there was a traffic jam and I finally reached home at 10. Ya no arrive, porque me costó trabajo por el atasco, reach. When we arrive at the top of a mountain, imagine that we are climbers. Imagínense que somos alpinistas, tiene otro nombre, climbers, los que suben las montañas. Bueno, eso es, escaladores. Thank you, José and Laura. Imagínense que soy escalador. Cuando llego a la cima, top, a la cima de la montaña, the top of the mountain, Ha costado tanto trabajo que normalmente decimos, I arrived at the top of the mountain. No, decimos, I reached. Y no hay preposición. The top of the mountain. Porque me costó trabajo. Eso es reach. Observe the example. There was a strong current, so it was difficult to reach the shore. News of his father's death took a long time to reach him because he was away on business. As you can see, reach is preferred because of the difficulty of the situation. Well, friends, we have to stop because of the time. I'm going to send you this PowerPoint to the WhatsApp group. And the homework for next class. What is the homework? The homework for this class is going to be, listen, exercises 1, 2, and 3, page 110. I repeat, the homework for next class is going to be exercises 1, 2, 3, page 100 in your 110 and 10 in your student's book, no workbook, student's book. Is that clear? ¿Está clara la tarea? Thank you, Zara, Chris, and Alex. Thank you very much, friends. See you on Wednesday. Thank you, Laura, Maria, and Jose. Thank you, friends. Have a beautiful day, and see you on Wednesday. Bye-bye. Celia, the part of vocabulary. No, it's not vocabulary. Yes, it's vocabulary exercise 1, 2, 3. Yes, it's vocabulary exercise 1, 2, 3, page 110. Thank you, friends.